Welcome back, learners of all ages, to the Learning Nook. We missed you so much since our last episode, and boy do we have some fun things for you in store today. So this week's episode, we will be talking about disabilities, and we're having a special guest star that I will mention later. So I believe that it's so important for us to discuss what disabilities are to our kids and in our classroom, because we need to incorporate all different kinds of people in our literature and in different things in our classroom and lives. For example, we want to make sure we have different books that represent different diversities. In doing so, we want to make sure we have books that also represent people with disabilities as well, because they are people too, and that is important for everyone to remember. When talking about people with disabilities, we always want to do person first language. If you don't know what that is, person first language is when you're going to talk about someone, you'd say, oh, this is Sally. She's a first grader who has whatever disability. Instead of saying, she is a disabled first grader. This way we are creating a positive environment for those with disabilities and understanding that they are people first and they are not defined by their disability. So for our book of the week, I want us to look at My Brother Charlie. This is a book about a boy, Charlie, who has disabilities from the standpoint of his sister. This is a book that is a celebration of love and family, and the idea that the things that make us different can be the very same ones that bind us together. That is a quote from Al Roker right on the back, talking about how fantastic this book is. It is a real life story, and I love having different kinds of books on disabilities in your classroom. One being like this from the standpoint of a sibling, because kids in our classroom may have someone in their life, a brother, sister, mother, uncle, who has a disability, and it's important to be able to include them in our classroom as well. Another type of book could be one from the standpoint of the person who has that disability, which is, going into our next section, is the book that we have for this week. It is Who Do You See When You Look at Me? So this book is written by Angela Ray Rogers with Grace Anna. So for this week, I will not be reading the book. But don't worry, we have a very special guest, and actually our first ever guest on the Learning Nook, my mentor, Holly Hoffman. So Holly, I'm going to hand it off to you. We're so excited to hear this book and to welcome you to the Learning Nook.
Hi everybody, you ready for a great story? Here we go. My name is Holly Hoffman, and I'm excited to be with you today. I work at Central Michigan University, and I get to do all kinds of fun things. Long time ago, I was an early childhood teacher, and I got to work in an inclusion program. So we had kids with all different types of needs, learning and growing together. I got to work for 15 years in the counseling and special ed department here at CMU, and now I get to be in the early childhood department. So I get to work with tons of awesome little kids, awesome adults who are learning about being teachers coming up. So this, I think, is a pretty cool book. I'm excited to share it with you. So let's get rolling. Here we go. All right, we have a great book to highlight today, so let's get started. Here we go. Who Do You See When You Look at Me? This book is by Angela Ray Rogers with Grace Anna. And this is Grace Anna. So we're going to see what's going on in this adventure. This is a great story. Lots of great illustrations and things to think about. Who do you see when you look at me? We're talking about Grace Anna. Most notice my wheelchair, my voice, or my crazy hair. Do you have crazy hair? I don't know, maybe some days I do. But there is more to me than just what you see. Some things I do just like you. I also have talents that make me unique. When we learn about new people, great things can happen. Open your mind and your heart, and you will see the real me. Hey everybody, this is your girl, Grace Anna. So look at all these pictures of Grace Anna. Look at all the things she's doing. She is having fun on the playground. She's getting her nails done. Looks like she is having a great time with Bubbles and other people and on the merry-go-round. So lots of great things going on for Grace Anna. I love tickles from my big brother. I am his favorite. He thinks I don't know, but I do. When it's time to do our chores, I help put the dishes away. Yum! I smell something wonderful. Dad is cooking dinner. I wonder what he's cooking. Mom helps me to the table, and we wash hands to bless the food. I help, I love, I thank my God above. I am part of a family. I don't know about you, but this makes me hungry. Look at this great dinner coming up. Even the cat's ready. I brush his soft, fuzzy fur. As he leans in, his whiskers tickle my cheeks. He says hello with a sloppy, wet lick. I wrap my arms around him for a big hug. He puts his head on my shoulder. I sneak a treat, his favorite snack. He jumps and wags his tail as he gobbles it up. I water, I feed, I take care of his needs. I am a pet owner. Look how happy that dog is. And look at the kitty's ready for her turn too. A smile spreads across my face as laughter fills the air. My very best friend shines the light so shadows dance across the ceiling. Our fingers make fun shapes, animals, trees, and creatures unknown. Shh, my mom reminds us at bedtime. But who can sleep with all this fun? I know I wouldn't be able to. I whisper, I play, I share my day. I am a friend. The bright sun shines in my eyes, making it hard to see. I hold the bat tightly in my hands and smack the ball into the sky. Hope she got a home run. Clouds of dust follow me as I roll to first base. The fielder throws the ball, trying to make the out. The crowd cheers louder, hoping I get there in time. I push, I lean, I make it safe and clean. I am a teammate. Look how excited everybody is. Cheering for Grace Anna. That's awesome. And it looks like this guy's hungry. My pencil glides across the page as I write about my day. I fill the lines with words describing my many adventures. Adding and subtracting makes my brain dizzy. Sometimes it is hard to keep it straight. I slow down and I think and I take time to understand. I listen, I create, I concentrate. I am a student. This morning, I expertly baked some delicious cookies with Mom. They were yummy. After lunch, I played basketball. My friend and I had so much fun. Snuggle, cuddle, hug, embrace, gentle. She is busy, huh? Look at all those different things that she's doing. She is a busy gal. I push the rock across the wet sand. Something is hiding under it. Look, it's a little critter. I carefully put it in my hand. I look for clues to solve the mystery. What is it? I dig deeper, searching for answers wherever they may be. I search, I discover, my world I uncover. I am an explorer. Look at, she is busy. Look at her toolkit here. She's got her binoculars, her things for digging. Everybody's having fun. I hold the shovel tightly, digging up dirt to make a hole. I rest the plant in the rich soil and gather the earth around its roots. I give it a long drink of water and make sure the sun can shine on it. I have created a safe home for my plant. Soon I will eat delicious red tomatoes. Hey, do you love tomatoes? They're good. I water, I hoe, I help my plants grow. I am a gardener. Look at all the stuff going on. That kitty loves to watch and see what's going on around here, it looks like. The rhythm of the song moves me. Notes escape my mouth, and a beautiful sound fills the air. It brings joy to all who can hear it. Slowly the song builds. I reach deep down for the very high note. The energy in my soul makes my body tingle. I perform, I write, my song is bright. I am a singer. Look at everybody having a great time. Playing the saxophone, guitar. She's got her service dog right here with her. Got some tamarines, violin, and they are belting it out. Boom, boom, boom. I feel the rhythm of the drums. The guitar, piano, and saxophone jump in. The music lightens my worry and tickles my feet. My body sways gracefully as my hands wave in the air. I feel the song deep in my soul. Side to side, I move with the beat. I twirl, I pose, I let myself go. I am a dancer. They are rocking it out. You know, it's awesome. They have this beautiful picture of their family right over there watching everybody dance. They are getting crazy. The water splashes around me when I kick my legs. My arms spin like windmills, pushing the water away. I paddle to the deep end where Dad waits. I need some help, but I am doing most of it myself. I splash, I flip, I do a fancy dip. I am a swimmer. Looks like everybody's enjoying the water. Beep, beep, beep. The monitor checks my heart, my lungs, and my blood. Tubes go in and tubes come out. One more surgery could help me stand. I am afraid, but in my heart, I know I will be okay. I close my eyes, I breathe in, and I count to 10. When I wake up and look around, Mom is holding my hand. I need help. I rest. I take a lot of tests. I am a patient. Have you ever done that where you had to get some medical things done? Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. You can do it. The platform is full of dazzling light. The atmosphere is electric. Goosebumps dance across my skin and my heart pounds in my chest. The moment I dreamed of is finally here. I roll to the microphone and take a deep breath. The song flows from my heart and into the excited crowd. I hope, I see, I believe it's meant to be. I am a dreamer. And here's her name in lights, Grace Anna. Although I might seem different, I am a happy girl with much to share. I am a lot like you, and you're a lot like me. God has given us such a purpose, our own special light that burns bright if we let it in. We can all change the world with love and respect for one another. Now who do you see when you look at me? I'm a little girl who lives as she was created to be. I am Grace Anna. Look at her! Getting ready for her campfire here. Oh, looks like they're having some more. She looks like she's having fun with a big smile on her face. So this book was written by Angela Ray Rogers. And guess what? She is Grace Anna's mom. It says that she used to be a middle school teacher. So now she's an advocate for people with disabilities. And this is Grace Anna. She has a rare form of dwarfism. So sometimes she has some issues with getting around. It says right here sometimes she has some hard times with her eyes, her ears, her skin, her hair, her lungs, her bones, and her muscles. She's had over 15 surgeries. So here it says, follow me. And it's got her a website. She's on Facebook. And you've got her contact information. She lives in Kentucky. So this is a book that this mom and this daughter wrote together to talk about Grace Anna. So let's think about that for a second. When you look at Grace Anna, what do you see now? Some people might say, oh, it's a little girl that uses a wheelchair. She is so much more than that. We saw that she's a patient, she's a friend, she's a gardener, she's a pet owner. She is one busy little girl. So it's people like Grace Anna that help us see that we don't need to use labels. We don't need to say, oh, this is so-and-so, they have autism. This is so-and-so, they live with, that's just one part. You know, the best way to identify somebody is just use their name, right? And if we need to talk about their disability because we're talking about something like accessibility to ability or something, we could say, that's Holly. And she needs some extra help today. She just needs a little push in her chair and she'll be good to go. We don't need to describe her as Holly the wheelchair user or wheelchair Holly or anything like that. So let's think about Grace Anna. She is an awesome little girl who has tons of energy, tons of things that she's doing. And she can help us remember that we're going to always use people first language. Even if we need to use a disability, use it in our conversations respectfully. Let's just call her Grace Anna because that's who she is, a really awesome little girl. Thanks a lot for joining me today.
Wow, that was a fantastic read from such an amazing person. Thank you so much, Holly. You're one of the people who inspired me to start this and be such a big advocate for people who have disabilities. So I thank you so much. So moving forward, how can you represent this in your life? You can have different books like I showed you today in your classroom and in your home that represent people with disabilities. And having open discussions too is another great way. You don't have to spend any money, you can do your own research, and you can just talk to the children either in your class or in your home about how it's important that we're inclusive to every kind of person, disability or not. We are all people and that's what really matters. So going forward, teaching the children in our lives about how to create a safe environment for those no matter race, religion, or disability can help us create a better world for everyone. If you're looking for more ways to make your classroom diverse, I will drop a link right here for you to check out a great website that I love to use. So thank you so much for all of you to come down to the Learning Nook today. I hope you all learned something fantastic. And again, thank you so much, Holly Hoffman, for coming on and being our guest star. We hope to see you again in the future. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. We missed you all. And remember, no matter the age, you can be a lifelong learner too. Can't wait to see you all for next week at the Learning Nook. Bye-bye! And finally, if you are looking for more resources that include children's books that feature characters with disabilities, check out this post by Caroline Bologna. It has fantastic resources. Have a great day.